if your camera settings look like this, then you clicked on the right video, because this video is for you to get the perfect camera settings as a new player or as a high level player, but you think you have bad camera settings. I'm gonna be summing up all the pros camera settings and see what they usually have and give you the perfect camera settings. Nothing here is forceful, so you can use anything you want. But if you want to use these, you obviously can. Also, if you guys are new to the channel and enjoy my content, you can subscribe to the channel because it would really help me out as a creator and in the Rocket League community. I also made a Discord server, so link in the description if you want to join it. But now, with that out of the way, let's get into the camera settings, and let's start off with the first one. If you have camera shake enabled, please don't talk to me. Camera shake is the worst thing you could possibly do. It just makes gameplay like 10 times worse, just because it's not smooth, and honestly it's just bad for my eyes. It might seem fun at start, but just please go to your settings, go to camera, and just turn it off, please. Then everyone will be happy. So field of view is basically how much of the field that you can see from your camera, and pros usually have this range from 109 to 110. Majority of the pros use 110 because at that point you can see most of the field as most as possible. So if you want to do that, I would highly recommend going all the way to the max for this one. Pros usually range distance from 260 to 280. It's not much of a difference. I would usually put it at 270 because that's in the middle. But distance is basically how far your camera is away from your car. This is low distance. It's very, very close to your car. And then higher distance makes it very far from your car, and it doesn't give you as good dribbling control. Close distance gives you good dribbling control, and then far distance doesn't really do that. But it gives you more sense of what's around the field and what you can see. But I would keep this around somewhere that the pros use, which is around 260 to 280. And if I were you, I would use 270. Height is how high or low your camera is. Lower height means that you're a lot closer to the ground and it's more efficient for dribbling. But higher height, again, you can see more. They range about from 100 to 110. It's not much of a difference, but the lower it is, the better for dribbling, and the farther it is, higher it is, the better it is for seeing around you and seeing where everyone is on the field. So, yeah, 100 to 110. Angle is pretty hard to explain, but it's like how the camera looks at your car. Cause let's go at -15. It's like looking up and down at your car. People can use this for dribbling and seeing above the opponent when you're dribbling. It's pretty good for dribbling, and then when you put it right at 0, you're way lower, and it kind of feels weird, but people do use this, and yeah, when it's like this, it's still good for dribbling, but you just can't really see who's above you when dribbling. Pros usually have this around -3 to -5. I use it at -4 because it's right in between those. But you can do either one, -5 or -3. It's not much of a difference, but if I were you, I would use -4. Stiffness is literally completely based off preference. Pros have it at 0, and pros also have it at 1. It's really just what you like. But stiffness is how close the camera is to you when you're drifting. So it's it doesn't really follow your car when you're drifting when you have it at 0. But when you have it up, it's literally always right next to your car, no matter what. So yeah, this is up to preference, but pros usually tend to keep it around the mid-range, so around 0.50. I keep it at 0.35, but if you want to follow the pros, you should probably put it around 0.50. So swivel speed is basically just based off preference, just like stiffness. It's basically how fast your camera moves when you're putting it around like this. The higher it is, obviously, the faster it goes, and the lower it is, the lower it goes. Pros keep it at a place where it's not too fast and not too slow. But yeah, they would probably put it around the middle, around 5. I use 4. But yeah, if you wanna If you want to test it out, see which one fits you, see how fast or how slow you want it to go. But if you want to be like the pros, use halfway or around halfway. Transition speed is basically just like the last two. It's basically completely off preference. But yeah, the lower it is, the slower it is when you're turning ball cam on and off. So I use this because the slower it is, the more you can see on the field when it's turning away, which is exactly what the pros do. They put it at the lowest or the one next to the lowest. And I can show you what high transition speed looks like. It's almost instant. It is instant, actually. But you can basically test it out, see what you like, and yeah, see which one you prefer. But again, the pros usually put it at like 1 or 1.10. You always want to have camera shake off. Field of view is around 109 to 110, basically just 2. And then distance is 260 to 280. I would keep it at 270 if I were you. Height is 100 to 110. You can pick whichever one you want. Angle is usually based from -5 to -3. If I were you, I would keep it at -4, which is right in the middle. I said stiffness is preference, but pros usually keep it around the middle, 0.50. Swivel speed, just the same as that. Pros usually tend to keep it around the middle, and it's also just based off preference. Same with transition speed, but this time, it's still based off preference, but the pros actually keep it in one certain area most of the time. They always keep it really close to the left side, the lowest possible, from 1.0 to 1.1. I hope this video helped you out find the perfect camera settings for your gameplay. If you want to see more videos and tutorials like this, just leave a like and comment it down below. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.